Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing three harder questions, or you can say three challenging GCSE maths questions focusing on vectors, algebra and probability. Well, these are some of the highest scoring topics in the exam, and especially for grades 7 to 9 students. So make sure you stay till the end. I'll be explaining each question step by step, showing how examiners expect you to think and how to avoid common mistakes. Also, if you would like more harder questions, full solutions and exam style practice, you can join my Patreon. And link is in description box. So let's get started. The question number 1, it says OBD is a triangle, and let me just name one by one. OB is A, so this whole vector is A. Vector BD is B, so this BD, this whole is B. Then C is the point on OD such that it divides OD in ratio 1:3. So this point is actually dividing this into ratio 1:3. So this is one part and this is three parts. And F is the point on BD, this one they're talking about. And it divides BD in ratio 2:3. So this is two parts and this is three parts. Express vector OC in terms of A and B. So OC, this one, and in terms of A and B. So obviously the best is take this whole bigger triangle and apply triangle of addition. The triangle of addition says that sum of two sides of a triangle is equals to third side. But which two sides? Those two sides that have the same vector direction. So in short, I can say those two sides that are following each other. So in this case, in this bigger triangle, this O to B is moving like this, B to D is this, and O to D is this. So when I apply triangle law, those two that are following each other, I'll be adding them together. So that will be O to B plus B to D equals O to D. O to B is A and B to D is B. So O to D is A plus B. But they are asking us to calculate O to C, and we already know that O to C is one part out of the four parts, 1 plus 3. This whole OD is divided into four parts. So I can say that OC is 1/4 because it's one part out of the 4 of OD, or 1/4 of OD. So OC would be A plus B by 4. And that's your answer. Now, the next one says if FEO, this FEO is a straight line and E divides F in ratio n/1 such that OE over EF is n/1, that means this is n part and this is one part, then we have to work out the value of n. Okay. Now try to understand this one. In such questions, whenever you have to find, just keep that in mind what I'm saying. Whenever you have to find the value of n, lambda, mu, whatever given in the question, k in vector proofs, you need two equations. Okay, I'm not talking about at the variant you need two equations. At the variant you will get only one equations and you just have to compare. You need two equations relating with each other with a straight line. That means I'm picking this one, and in this case I'll be introducing n because that's what it's given. And again I have to select one more straight line in which I have to introduce again another constant, like AB is equals to lambda times BC, something like that, another straight line. This is a straight line, that's why we can use n. We need another straight line in this case. So how I get to know that what am I supposed to do? See, because they said you have to calculate this value of n, and n is what? Let me just, so n is this one, n1. So n is lying in this one. So if I pick any triangle that has one side which has this value nth part, then it would become much more easier. So it says that OE is n ratio OE over EF is n ratio 1. So I can simply say that OE is n by n plus 1 times OF. That's much more easier to say. And OF, we just say this one, O to F, we can just simply calculate using any triangle. Either I can use this triangle or I can use the bottom triangle, whatever, but I can easily calculate that. So OF would be, OF is in this direction. Previously we have marked OB as this one, and because it was BD, so obviously it will be like this. It was already given that F divides the point in 2 ratio 3. So from here, I can say this is 2, 3. Understand? If you don't understand it, you can just go back, replay it. How I'm trying to get it? Because they're asking you to calculate the value of n, so I'm moving in a reverse order. So that's why I have picked this one, that OE is equals to n over n plus 1 times OF. This is the first information come up which will help me in getting the value of n. From here I get to know that I have to calculate OF and OE both. Finding OF is much more easier because I can pick any triangle to get the answer, and that's what I'm doing right now. So OF is equals to, those two that are following each other will be added up. So O to B plus B to F. So O to F is equals to, O to B is already given as A, and B to F is 2 by 5th of BD, and BD is already given as B. So O to F will be A plus 2 by 5th of B. Now this will help in finding OE, because here, so I can just put OE, I'm writing it here, OE is equals to n by n plus 1 times OF, which is A plus 2 by 5th B. Now if I have OE, it would be much easier for me to calculate n. So this is how we solve. So we just have to move in a reverse order to get the answer. OE, how can I calculate OE? Either I need this triangle or I need upper triangle. Let me just pick the lower triangle, this one. So OE is in this direction, EC is in this direction, and OC is in this direction. Now get this, that OC we have already calculated, which was here A plus B by 4. So that this is A plus B by 4. OE we have to calculate, and for EC there's no information given, but yeah, at least we know that it's a straight line. So I can say that EC is equals to lambda times CB. BC, sorry. EC, so BC. Lambda times BC. That's what I was talking about. That whenever we have to calculate the value of n or k, definitely we have to find another straight line in terms of lambda. There should be one more constant. Generally it happens. This is how we can calculate more complicated vector proof questions. So EC is lambda times BC, so I have to calculate BC. So I can take this triangle to calculate BC. So this black triangle is O to B, I'm writing down here, O to B, and down there B to C is equals to O to C. Direction matters a lot. So you have to see which two are following each other. You need to add them up. OB is already given as A, and BC we have to calculate, and OC we have already calculated as A plus B by 4. So from here BC would be A by 4 plus B by 4 minus A. So that will give me B by 4 minus 3A by 4. Now this is BC. So EC would be lambda times b by 4 minus 3a by 4. Now coming back to where we have to find, because this was the thing, we want to calculate OE. So OE is here. Taking this triangle OE, I can apply triangle of addition, which is O to E plus E to C is equals to O to C. So O to E we have to calculate is equals to O to C minus E to C. So O to C is A plus B by 4 minus E to C. E to C we just calculated lambda times B by 4 minus 3A by 4. So this would be lambda times B by 4 minus 3A by 4. I need to just simplify it. So A by 4 plus B by 4 minus lambda B by 4 plus 3A lambda by 4. So 1 by 4 would be common. A by 4, let's say, be common. And this would be 1 plus 3 lambda plus B by 4 be common. It's 1 minus lambda. That's your OE. And finally putting it here. This is a long, I think you need to replay it 2-3 times to understand it fully. So OE, I'm finally substituting here in this one. So OE is finally A by 4, 1 plus 3 lambda plus B by 4, 1 minus lambda is equals to, let me simplify this one. So n by n plus 1a plus n times n plus 1, 2 times 5b. Now we have two different, you can say, constants, lambda and n. But equation is one, but you just have to compare A and A, compare B and B. So I'm just comparing A and A together like this. So this will give me 1 plus 3 lambda by 4 is equals to n by n plus 1. This is the first equation. Let me solve it. It would be n plus 1 times 1 plus 3 lambda is equals to 4n. And the second equation is this one, which is 2 by 5th n by n plus 1 is equals to 1 minus lambda by 4. Even if we don't solve it, it would be much more easier because n by n plus 1 is equals to 1 minus lambda by 4. Here, this can become, if I multiply both the sides by 5 by 2, this will become 5 by 2 times 1 minus lambda by 4. Or n by n plus 1 is equals to 5 times 1 minus lambda by 8. So this one and this one, I can equate these two as both are equals to n over n plus 1. 1 plus 3 lambda by 4 is equals to 5 times 1 minus lambda over 8. Multiply both the sides by 4. This will be 2. Now multiply both the sides by 2. 2 plus 6 lambda is equals to 5 minus 5 lambda. Bring it here, bring it here. 11 lambda is equals to 3 and lambda is equals to 3 by 11. But we have to calculate the value of n, so just put it here in this equation. So 1 plus 3 times 3 over 11 over 4 is equals to n over n plus 1. That would be 1 plus 9 by 11 over 4 is equals to n by n plus 1. It's a bit messy. I'm just writing here. So that would be 20 over 44 is equals to n over n plus 1. Cross multiplying 20n plus 20. I think it would be better if I write this here. 20 over 44 is equals to n over n plus 1. Simplifying this one, divide by 4, we'll get 5 over 11 is equals to n over n plus 1, cross multiplying n plus 1 times 5 is equals to 11 times n. 5n plus 5 is equals to 11n, bring it here. 5 is equals to 6n and n is equals to 5 over 6, and that's the value of n. So I know it's a bit messy, it's a quite big one, but you just have to understand it. I'm just giving you a few bits and bits how you can solve this. Always go in a reverse order and also try to find another equation, another straight line, and introduce another constant. And in this way, at the very end, we just have to equate them. We'll get two simultaneous equations, and it's easy to solve then. Now question number 2 says there are X balls in a bag colored yellow, green and blue. The ratio of green balls to yellow balls is 2:3 and the probability of selecting 2 blue balls is 1/19. If the total number of balls are 20, then find the probability of selecting a green ball then a yellow ball. See, so what we have 3 different colored balls, and one thing that is given, that probability of selecting 2 blue ball is 1/19. So 1 by 1, actually there are 3 different information given. So let me use them to get all the numbers of balls. So selecting 2 blue balls, that means selecting 1 blue ball over x. X represents the total number of balls, which is given as 20. So let's say 20. So p over 20, and we have already selected 1 blue ball, so selecting the blue ball again, b minus 1 over 19 is equals to 1 over 19. So this will be b times b minus 1 over 20 times 19 is equals to 1 over 19. Multiplying by 19 both the sides would be much more easier. B times b minus 1 over 20 equals 1. Cross multiply. B squared minus b is equals to 20. Bring it on to the left hand side. B squared minus b minus 20 is equals to 0. It's a basic quadratic. The sum should be minus 1 and product should be minus 2, and two numbers are minus 5 and 4. So b minus 5 times b plus 4 equals 0. So I'll get the number of blue balls are 5, because the second one will give me minus 4 and minus cannot be the number of balls. So b is equals to 5. This will give me easily the number of green and the yellow balls, because number of green balls are 2 and yellow is ratio 3. That means I can see. So number of green balls are 2y and yellow will be 3y. So that's how we can convert the ratios into the numbers, by multiplying it with a constant. And we know that the green plus yellow plus blue, which is 5, is equals to total number of balls. So 5y is equals to 15 and y is equals to 3. So we get to know that the greens are 6 and yellow are 9. So these are basically the number of balls. Now we have to find the total, the probability of selecting a green and then a yellow. So there are how many green balls? 6. So 6 over 20 and then yellow, so 9 over 19. So let me just simplify it here. This will be 3 and this will be 10. So answer would be 27 over 190, and that's our probability. Moving on to our very last question, which is question number 3. Find the following equation: x to the x squared minus 6 over x squared over 5. So first we need to simplify it. When I simplify it, that means taking the LCM. So this is 1. So if I want to take the LCM, make the denominator same, it has to be x squared. So multiplying by x squared, multiplying by x squared, this will become x to the power of 4 over x squared minus 6 over x squared equals 5. My answer is x to the power of 4 minus 6 over x squared equals 5. This is not a basic regular quadratic, right? Because we have to the power of 4, but it's a hidden one. That means x to the power of 4 minus 6 equals 5x squared, bringing all of them to the one side. x to the power of 4 minus 5x squared minus 6 equals 0. This is a hidden, that means I can say x squared as y. If I replace this one, I'll be able to convert it into our regular quadratic, which is if x squared equals y, so x to the power of 4 will be y squared, obviously, because the square of x squared is x to the power of 4. So square of y is y squared. So y squared minus 5y minus 6 equals 0. This is basic quadratic. The factors are easily, sum should be minus 5, products minus 6, factors are minus 6 and plus 1. Y minus 6 and y plus 1 equals 0. From here, I'll get y1 as 6 and y2 as negative 1. But we have equated y as x squared, so we have to put the original thing. So in place of y, I'll be writing x squared. So x squared is equals to 6, x1 squared, and x2 squared is equals to minus 1. Obviously, the square of any number cannot be minus 1, so this is entirely the discarded one. We have to choose only x squared equals 6. So on taking the root, I'll get two different answers, x1 as positive root 6 and x2 as negative root 6. And these are the values, or this is the solution of this given equation. So that's it for today, and if you're looking for free worksheets, they're available on our website, which is www.edexcelacademy.com. and if you need custom worksheets, we do provide that at very affordable rates. And also, as I described in the beginning, that I made the Patreon video, subscription is very minimal, and I do very harder, more questions to get you to like in the league of grade 8 or grade 9. And also, if you're looking for one-on-one online classes, they're highly affordable. So all you need to do is just email us at edexcelacademy@gmail.com, and we provide classes from year 1 to A levels for all subjects. So that's it for today. Bye everyone, take care.